Yeah, welcome to it, everybody. The challenge that we call Beyond the Forecast. Let's take a meteorologist and give him half an hour to see if he could talk about weather. Oh, trust me, I can. Hi, everybody. Kevin O'Neill. If you've met me in person, you know I could kill a lot of time and be boring for half an hour. And that's what I intend to do here. No, I'm just kidding. We have some interesting stuff to talk about. We have sort of some national heat waves, World Cup concerns, some wildfire concerns as well. But we, of course, are going to talk about our local forecast. And we also have some, concerns actually with some of the heat as the nation celebrates its 250th anniversary. So it's just me today, but we'll be okay. I was going to have a little puppet friend to talk to. Sure is hot, right? Yeah, sure is, Kev. But I'll be able to kill this on my own. So here we go. Let's get right to the forecast. Yeah, well, and the good thing about this, and trust me, the producers know, I always go long trying to explain stuff. I have a tendency to go off on tangents, and so now I got 28 minutes to kill, and I'm going to do it, and we're going to have fun together. Okay, so right now we are live. Thanks for joining us at 12:31, whatever screen you're watching us, watching me. I should say, well, us. We got Jamie and Mara in the booth as well. So let's talk about what's going on right now this afternoon. And this is the story of our day. And I've been talking about this for days. And this is the story of our day tomorrow. It's really frustrating for me and probably frustrating for you because we have these convective pop-up showers, okay? The added element is the daytime heating. The sun is heating up the earth. The air above the earth is getting modified from below. And when you heat up air, what happens? It becomes buoyant. Right? Like hot air balloons. They don't use helium for hot air balloons. They just heat up the air, and then the air becomes buoyant. So as the sun heats up the air, as the air becomes buoyant, and it's moisture-laden air, right? You can feel the humidity. That's water vapor. As the water vapor ascends, then you get to a condensation level, and rain forms, okay, and clouds form. So that's what's happening here, like a lava lamp. So here's convective showers popping up. These weren't necessarily modeled to happen, but we do know that we're going to continually get these convective showers. So here we are, Port Colborne, Long Beach is right around there, Welland Canal, you can see it right there depicted. So some showers there in southern Ontario. Here we are now at 12:32 live, and there are showers popping up in Canada, Cuba, Belfast, Alfred, Wellsville area, Hornell right here. So look out, Lime Lake. Some showers moving right there. They're probably ducking out of the boats, out of the cottages, and then 10 minutes later, it'll be dry. So that's our day today. Showers forming for our viewers in Pennsylvania. This is down the 219 corridor. Yeah, Titusville. Oh, nice, lovely. Golf there. Golf here, too. So again, a pretty significant thunderstorm popping up there in southern Pennsylvania. And I tried to find Punxsutawney. I found another Fredonia. I did not know there's a Fredonia, PA. You learn something new every day. And today I learned that there's a Fredonia, PA. No, there's a Brockport, PA. So what to expect? These are the current temperatures, in Western New York. 90 in Warsaw. The highest temperatures will be inland, especially not in the southern tier. So Orleans, Genesee, the GLOW region, GLOW, G-L-O-W, Genesee, Livingston, Orleans, and Wyoming counties generally are hotter than Buffalo in the southern tier. Why? Well, Buffalo has the cooling influence of a southwest wind off the lake usually. And southern tier, higher elevation. So the GLOW region of Genesee, Livingston, Orleans, and Wyoming County typically get the highest values, and that's what's going to happen again today. Okay, so I wanted to take these in a different order. Here we go. July 4th tomorrow, our hottest ever July 4th. Was in 2018, 93 degrees. We had 46 on July 4th. Of course, this was probably an overnight low, but still chilly in 1927. Unbelievable. The wettest, if you're born and raised in Western New York, or maybe you know about this iconic thing that happened, of all the 140 years or so of Buffalo meteorological history, the wettest July 4th in Buffalo history was the Goo Goo Dolls concert. God, those poor guys set up shop, and we were so stoked as a city to have this famous, internationally known rock group coming home, and they're going to make a documentary out of it, and it poured on them, and it kind of made it cooler. but they also might have died. But the 2 inches of rain. So the Goo Goo Dolls picked the wettest July 4th in Buffalo history to have a concert. Also, we've been lucky on July 4th. I don't think we're going to get lucky this time. We've only had measurable rain 1 out of the last 18 July 4ths. 1 out of 18. We've had measurable rain, and I think we're going to get some measurable rain tomorrow. For today, the UV index again is very high. You know this. Lather up the kids, especially if they're swimming, and dry off, and you got to reapply. Okay, trust me. I had a skin cancer scare. Of course, I'm the pastiest human alive. But I had to get that. I got to go there, and they checked me out, and I had a big scar on my back, which adds a lot of street cred. But still, you don't want to deal with skin cancer. I did. Why? Because I didn't apply enough skin lotion going up. If you meet me in person, of course, you'll be bored, silly. But I have brown spots on my face, sun damage. I thought I got them from my grandma because they were hereditary. Neither one of us put sunscreen on. That's why I get brown spots. Especially you Gaelic Americans, my fellow melanin impaired. Americans, lather up. Humidity tracker, oppressive. And all week it's been like this, trailing at the end. But finally, we're getting a relief from the oppressive conditions because it's going to be muggy on July 4th, but it's only going to be 80 and muggy, which is nothing, right? And we've been dealing with about 4 days in a row where it's been muggy and 90-ish. Today's the last of the 4-day heat wave. Again, temperatures in the upper 80s. And dew points in the 70s. Dew point is a measure of moisture in the air, and when it's a lot of moisture in the air, your body cannot evaporate, or you will not evaporate the perspiration quickly enough. You know what I mean? So if it's 90 degrees and not muggy, your body will evaporate. Evaporation is a cooling process. So when it's muggy out, you can't get rid of the sweat. And so you tend to overheat. Happens with animals, of course, happens with humans. The bottom line is, you know what to do. Take those proper precautions, okay? Drink liquids, because if you drink solids, yeah. Okay, so future heat index, here we are. Oh, we're live right now. Yeah, this is funny because I've been on since 4:30, so this has been well in the future. But now here we are. We made it to the afternoon. So heat index currently at 100 in Albion, 99 in Lockport, and again, elevated heat indices or indexes for our day today. And then tomorrow, I'll take you through the weekend. So these are not the actual temperatures. It's going to be around 80 tomorrow, but 80 and muggy. So okay, very July 4th-y. But again, heat index for people that are sensitive, respiratory issues, senior citizens, little kiddos. Just be aware that it is going to be on the muggy side for our July 4th. If I let it go, see how it goes for Sunday. Sunday again, I think it'll be in the 80s, the heat index. The actual temperature on Sunday will be in the upper 90s. I have a high of 79 for us on Sunday. Okay, future look, again, tracking some showers. I would portray more showers today. I've been saying this. I'm anticipating more pop-up showers, especially inland, for our day today. Sort of like that isolated cell that rolled through Buffalo this morning. More of those are potential. We have potential for more of those. Excuse me, I've been talking for 9 hours. Tonight, I think things settle down. I think all the fireworks shows and the thing at the ballpark is a go. The cosmic baseball, it's going to happen. Okay. Tomorrow is another day. I'll fast forward here. It's another day with pop-up showers once again, okay? So just be aware, keep yourself weather aware for these pop-up showers. Not to cancel any plans, but you may be delayed. You may have to duck inside for half an hour or so, okay? Keep yourself weather aware. Our app has free radar for you. Again, notice as we lose the daytime heating, I think we're going to be okay for the July 4th event. Sunday's another day with convective type of pop-up showers. Let's get you through a couple days before you're worried about Sunday. Temperatures in the mid-80s, maybe upper 80s today, sort of descending at least into the 70s. It'll stay muggy and into the 70s overnight. Happy July 4th, everybody. Happy birthday, America. High around 80, so much of the day in the 70s. On the muggy side, intervals of showers, especially late in the afternoon. Less than a 20% chance of showers for July 4th, for the fireworks. This is the 10 p.m. conditions. This is the temperature, and I'm optimistic that all the fireworks shows will be a go. You can find the complete list of fireworks on our website, WGRZ.com, and there's lots of opportunities on the 3rd, the 4th, and even the 5th. for fireworks in Western New York. So here we go again. I think Monday is the rainiest day of the week. We're finally going to wring out all the moisture. We're going to have more pleasant temperatures on Tuesday. And when we get to Thursday, I see a high of 85, but that's not going to be an extended heat wave. I think the weekend after this one, highs will be closer to 80. Well, some of the nation's biggest July 4th celebrations are colliding with a dangerous heat wave, and that includes the epicenter, 250th birthday activity, the nation's capital. Karen Keifa reports from Washington, where triple-digit temperatures are forecast for today.
In cities like New York, Boston, and here in Washington, home to some of the most notable July 4th celebrations in the country, officials were already stepping up security precautions ahead of this special celebration. Now, the historic heat wave has added to those precautions. As the nation prepares to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States, a dangerous heat wave has crashed the party.
The thing to remember, especially with this heat, is that's a long, long day.
In the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, cities have added to already intense July 4th security preparations with precautions for intense heat, including Boston.
The 4th should be joyful and it should be memorable. And with this heat, it also has to be planned for carefully.
In New York City, officials said there are no specific credible threats ahead of a busy weekend of events, but visitors should remain cautious.
We ask that New Yorkers look out both for one another, as well as for the tourists who may not be used to navigating our subway systems, our busy streets, or this week of extreme heat.
Here in Washington, July 4th temperatures could shatter a record that stood since 1919. The city's major events, including the Great American State Fair on the National Mall, are adding water stations and cooling tents. And because of President Donald Trump's pre-fireworks speech, Saturday security will be particularly tight.
Visitors will see increased security from years past. In addition to security screening, there will be more pedestrian limitations.
Wherever Americans plan to enjoy the weekend, health experts warn heed any heat warnings and change plans if necessary.
Heat-related illness is almost entirely preventable. We just need to drink water, stay cool, and we don't have to push it during the hottest part of the day.
And we've already seen some changes to some of the events here in the nation's capital because of the heat. Last night, what is typically an open dress rehearsal for the big Capitol 4th concert here was closed to the public as a precaution because of the heat. And tomorrow, in advance of the big fireworks on the National Mall, the timeline for entry to secure areas has been pushed back to limit the amount of time people spend in the heat. In Washington, I'm Karen Keifa.
Yeah, thanks, Karen. Again, try to stay cool around Buffalo as well. For our standards, it's going to be pretty steamy as well. There are some wildfire concerns out west. We'll talk about that, plus some more July 4th fun facts after this. Hi, everybody. Kevin O'Neill back with you. Thanks for tuning in to Beyond the Forecast. It's typically a couple of us yapping, but it's just me today. But happy to be here with you. I wanted to show you the 7-day, there it is. Thank you. It takes a while for it to populate. Our computers are really slow today. Maybe they have the holiday off. We're going to enter an unsettled period, so let's go beyond the today and the 4th. Sunday and Monday are also going to be days where there are going to be showers around. Of all the days, I think, okay, good, yes. Monday, because every once in a while they don't match up. Monday is going to be our rainiest, the day with the most widespread showers. Like I'm off Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to make a tea time on Tuesday. Monday is going to be a loss, okay? Well, I talked about this. My wonderful mother, most influential person in my life, unfortunately was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and we lost her to Alzheimer's after several years, and it's tougher on the family than it is on her. One of the signs we had early, and there's a reason I'm mentioning this because we're going to talk about this, she wasn't dressed appropriately for the seasons. Like she would go out in winter wearing like a t-shirt, and you know, people would say, well, you know, so that was one of the signs where she maybe wasn't as aware as she should be, maybe needed some assistance moving around. Well, you know, as the temperatures climb, health experts want families to remember that extreme heat can pose some serious health issues for people living with Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. Our own Claudia Ewing spoke with an expert about this. Take a look.
Prioritize hydration, cooling, and supervision during extreme temperatures.
It's definitely an important topic to bring light to,
especially for people living with Alzheimer's.
Certainly people living with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia can be at an increased risk for things like, heat stroke, dehydration, wandering, things of that nature.
According to the National Institutes of Health, people living with Alzheimer's were 6% more likely to die on an extremely hot day, with an added 6% increased risk for people with previous hospital admissions for atrial fibrillation. The local Alzheimer's Association chapter says people with Alzheimer's are more vulnerable to heat-related illnesses because the disease can affect their ability to recognize, communicate, or respond to physical discomfort.
We would suggest is making sure that their physical needs are being met. So addressing, it could be clothing, certainly with the humidity, that could add a whole nother level, certainly of agitation and anxiety.
Here are some tips for caregivers.
If someone doesn't have air conditioning, certainly have fans, wear loose clothing.
Help the person stay hydrated, maybe keeping drinks in sight as a reminder. Look out for warning signs like excessive sweating, increased confusion, and take measures to prevent wandering.
Some folks don't have access to air conditioning, so finding ways to stay indoors in cool places, trying to eliminate the risk of wandering as much as possible.
Oh, absolutely. And if I had a magic wand, if I had a one wish, the first thing I would do is just rid the world of Alzheimer's. It is the worst to see a loved one, especially the most influential person in your life, you sort of lose them day by day over the course of years. It is absolutely terrible. So I love you, Mom. And again, if you have somebody in your family that has dementia or Alzheimer's, just make sure they're dressed appropriately for the seasons, okay? I talked about my mom would wander out in the winter in a t-shirt, and so for during the heat stroke, which is even more hazardous, make sure that they have their air conditioning working, make sure they're staying hydrated, doing what they can to keep their bodies safe. Okay, I wanted to look at the future temperatures again, just to compare it. I haven't seen this ahead of time, so yeah, look at the temperatures we're getting. And again, we saw the package about the heat concerns. It's going to be 101 and a muggy 101 in New York City, in Raleigh as well. That's for today. Let's look at tomorrow's. Let's go to peak heating time. So for us, I got us down for a high of 80. So excuse me, this particular model has 82. But again, look at these readings. 104. You can imagine, look at this beet red. It's going to be 105-ish by the nation's capital for July 4th. And for us, I got us out for a high of 79 on Sunday. I think it flashed to about 79 again. So again, it's going to be a very steamy and muggy and hot weekend for our nation's capital for that big event down there. Again, we have a weather impact alert for us, and obviously as we make our way towards the evening, we'll continue to sort of fall back in the temperature department. It'll be in the 70s overnight, and again, a steamy start. Long range, if you like temperatures in the 80s, good news for you because we're going to lean above average. We're not going to be around 90 for a few days in a row, but generally speaking, this is the temperature anomalies. So you see a lot of orange and red here. So this is a high confidence that we're going to lean above average. Our average high this time of year is about 80 degrees, so above average. So we're probably going to be in the 80s for many, if not all, of the next days for a week and a half. All right, more after this. Stay with us. Tracking showers across western New York right now. Thanks for tuning us in and watching Beyond the Forecast here live everywhere you want to be, of course. The power of the internet at 12:53 right now. And again, another cell forming right near Buffalo as well. So again, keep your eyes to the skies. Look to the west for some showers moving across western New York. And that's the story of our day today and tomorrow for the 4th as well. Well, the National Weather Service is keeping a close eye on what's been happening around the state of Colorado. They're using satellite imagery to keep track of things like fire starts and which direction the smoke they're emitting is headed. Shalima Maraja has a look at the importance these images play in the emergency response.
Well, up until about maybe a week or 10 days ago, it had been pretty quiet.
But if the images in front of him are any indication, the volume is now on full blast.
I mean, usually for us, peak season in this area is usually July, August, but we're seeing an earlier than normal start for sure.
Incident meteorologist Bruno Rodriguez
And you'll be able to see they're quite active.
has his hands full.
Here we're looking at the Gold Mountain Fire by Ouray.
Using satellite technology, the National Weather Service can gauge just how intense a fire is.
When we see these kind of signatures, this is not a fire that you can really directly fight. You need to be very careful with your suppression strategies.
It's that information first responders can use to guide their approach.
That's when first responders really shift their priority to life safety and protection of property.
Two of the most intense fires burning in Colorado right now are the Gold Mountain and Aspen Acres fires.
We've been able to detect all the way down to a quarter of an acre fire with some of these satellite tools.
And they're able to pick up on them quickly.
Really, as long as you've got that intensity of the fire from an initial ignition, within 1 to 2 minutes, you can have a detection with that 1 minute imagery.
And time is precious, especially in this fight.
The earlier you can get people on, the earlier they can develop a plan, potentially evacuate people if needed. So even 1 or 2 minutes can make a massive difference.
Really cool. It's awesome. You know, with the satellite, obviously, you're looking down from above. This is a combination of satellite and radar. Satellite looking down from above, and the radar is a terrestrial thing, right, which spins around and picks up something moving in the air. Like, that's how we know, oh, it's raining here. The radar spun around, and then you get a return but, you know, the cool thing is flocks of birds and fireworks show up on radar. Pretty neat. Let's zoom in here and take a look at where the rain is right now. There you go. Hello, Grand Island. Storms are coming. Quick moving, though. But again, this is our day today with these pop-up convective showers. Showers right now. Hello, Hornell. Hello, Lime Lake, Cuba. Some showers for you on the Southern Tier Expressway. Again, moving quickly. Hello to our friends in Titusville, Pennsylvania. By now, you certainly know a thunderstorm is afoot. And our new friend, Fredonia, PA, nothing. There is nothing for you right now. But again, throughout our entire viewing area, just be aware of some pop-up showers for today and tomorrow. Again, 87, our projected high today on the muggy side. It's going to be muggy for the weekend, but only 80. Okay, so much of the day in the 70s. We got that. Again, just be weather aware. No rainouts, no rain, day-long rains, but yeah, some pop-up showers. You may lose a half hour. I think we're okay at night as well. Okay, you did it. You made it through a half hour of Kevin. I'm pretty annoying after a while. Ask my wife. Ask my first wife. Ask either wife. July 4th is coming, everybody. Hope yours is wonderful. Happy birthday, America.